The Summer I Turned Pretty. Movie keeps low profile as Wilmington shoot draws attention. The Summer I Turned Pretty movie has reportedly started production in Wilmington, but the shoot has stayed quiet so far. The film, which will continue the hit Prime Video series, is expected to be one of the biggest projects for the city's film industry in 2026. Still, local records show no filming permits under the Summer I Turned Pretty name in Wilmington, New Hanover County, or Southport. Several people connected to the local film business have also declined to comment on the project's current status. According to multiple published reports, including Production Weekly and Deadline.com, The Summer I Turned Pretty movie was expected to begin production in Wilmington on April 27. The project follows the Prime Video series, which filmed all 3 seasons in the Wilmington area and became a major hit for the streamer. However, there has been little public sign of the movie shoot in the city. No permits have been filed under the show's title in Wilmington, New Hanover County, or Southport. CineSpace Studios and other local film industry figures have not commented on whether production has begun. Publicists for Amazon Prime Video did not immediately respond to requests for comment. The Exactuals becomes major Wilmington film shoot. At present, the largest active film production in the Wilmington area appears to be The Exactuals. The project has filed several permits for April and May in Wilmington and Southport. The permits list high-profile locations, including Greenfield Lake and the Brooklyn Arts Center. Some filings also list dozens of extras and crew members, with certain scenes calling for 100 or more people. Production contacts listed for The Exactuals have not responded to repeated inquiries. The Summer I Turned Pretty filmed its 3 seasons across Wilmington area locations, including Casa Blanca Coffee Shop, the Beer Barrio Restaurant, and Kilwin's Ice Cream. Its 3rd season was shot in 2024 and aired in summer 2025. The series starred Lola Tung as Belly, Christopher Briney as Conrad, and Gavin Kazalgno as Jeremiah. The love triangle drew a large online following and led to debates over Team Conrad and Team Jeremiah. The 3rd season ranked as 2025's most-watched TV show among women ages 18 to 34. The show is based on Jenny Han's best-selling book trilogy. Han wrote and directed episodes of the series and served as showrunner and executive producer. According to IMDb, she is set to write and direct the movie. Get the latest entertainment updates from the Times of India, along with the latest Hindi movies, upcoming Hindi movies in 2026, and Telugu movies. The coastal air carries a certain cinematic magic these days, but if you blink, you might miss it. Despite being one of the most anticipated adaptations of the year, the upcoming film based on is unfolding in near secrecy, quietly weaving itself into the fabric of the city that helped define its identity. At first glance, it feels almost contradictory. A story that thrives on sun-drenched beaches, emotional intensity, and a passionate global fanbase is choosing subtlety over spectacle. But perhaps that's exactly the point. A city that knows the story well. Wilmington isn't new to this world. Long before the film adaptation was announced, the series had already turned the coastal town into a character of its own. The charm of seaside houses, the glow of golden hour skis, and the intimate boardwalk moments all found a home here. So when production returned, locals didn't just see it as another shoot, they saw it as a continuation of something personal. Yet this time, things feel different. Gone are the large, noticeable production setups that typically signal a major project in town. Instead, filming is happening behind closed doors, with minimal disruption and even fewer public confirmations. Residents report occasional sightings, trailers tucked away in quiet neighborhoods, small crews working at dawn, but nothing that screams major motion picture. It's almost as if the film is trying to exist without being seen. The power of staying quiet. In an era where leaks, spoilers, and behind-the-scenes footage dominate social media, this low-profile approach feels intentional. Studios today often struggle to balance hype with mystery. Reveal too much, and you risk losing the magic. Reveal too little, and audiences drift away. But the team behind this project seems to understand something crucial. Anticipation thrives in silence. Fans of the original story, written by, are already deeply invested. They don't need constant updates to stay engaged. If anything, the secrecy fuels speculation. Every blurry photo, every whispered rumor becomes a puzzle piece. And that puzzle, it's far more exciting when not all the pieces are visible. A love story worth protecting. At its core, The Summer I Turned Pretty isn't just about romance. It's about memory, identity, and the bittersweet transition from adolescence to adulthood. The story follows Belly Conklin as she navigates love, heartbreak, and self-discovery during summers that feel both fleeting and eternal. That emotional depth is fragile. It's the kind of narrative that benefits from careful handling. By keeping the production under wraps, the filmmakers may be trying to preserve that emotional authenticity. Without constant external noise, the cast and crew can focus on what truly matters, telling the story in its purest form. And for fans, that means experiencing the film as something fresh, not a collection of already seen clips stitched together. Wilmington's curious excitement. Despite the secrecy, Wilmington is buzzing, but in a quieter, more curious way. Instead of crowds gathering at filming locations, there's a sense of respectful distance. Locals seem to understand the importance of discretion. They're part of the experience, but not at the center of it. Small businesses, however, are feeling the ripple effects. Cafes, rental homes, and local vendors are quietly benefiting from the production's presence. It's a subtle economic boost, one that doesn't rely on spectacle but still delivers impact. And then there's the intangible benefit, pride. Wilmington has long been a hub for film and television, but projects like this reinforce its reputation as a place where stories come to life. Even if the cameras aren't obvious, the city knows it's playing a role in something meaningful. The cast behind the curtain. While official confirmations remain limited, fans are eagerly anticipating the return of familiar faces. The chemistry between the main cast has been one of the series' strongest elements, particularly the dynamic between Belly and the Fisher brothers. The performances brought a sense of realism that resonated deeply with audiences. It wasn't just about who she would choose, it was about how those choices shaped her. Maintaining that authenticity in a film format is no small task. A movie demands tighter storytelling, sharper emotional beats, and a more condensed narrative arc. Every scene matters more. Every moment carries weight. Perhaps that's another reason for the low-profile approach. With so much riding on the transition from series to film, minimizing distractions could be key to getting it right. A strategic shift in storytelling. There's also a broader industry trend at play here. More productions are choosing controlled environments over open, highly visible shoots. It's not just about avoiding leaks, it's about creating a focused creative space. For a story as emotionally driven as this one, that focus is essential. The filmmakers aren't just adapting a story, they're translating a feeling. The warmth of summer, the ache of first love, the nostalgia of moments you wish you could relive. Those elements require precision. And precision often thrives in quiet. Fans watching from afar. Even without official updates, the fandom remains active. Online discussions, theories, and fan edits continue to circulate, proving that interest hasn't faded, it's intensified. In fact, the lack of information has created a unique kind of engagement. Fans aren't just consuming content, they're imagining it. What scenes will make the cut? Will the ending stay true to the original? How will the relationships evolve on the big screen? These questions don't have answers yet, but that's what makes them powerful. The calm before the wave. If there's one thing this project understands, it's timing. Right now, everything is calm. Quiet streets, hidden cameras, minimal announcements. But that calm won't last forever. When the film finally emerges, when trailers drop, when posters appear, when the first scenes are revealed, the impact will be amplified by this period of silence. The contrast will be striking. From invisibility to everywhere. a story waiting to be felt. Ultimately, the low-profile production isn't a limitation, it's a choice. A deliberate effort to protect the essence of a story that has already touched millions. Wilmington may not be seeing the full picture right now, but it's helping create it. Piece by piece, scene by scene, emotion by emotion. And when the film finally arrives, audiences won't just watch it. They'll feel it. Because sometimes, the most powerful stories aren't the ones constantly in the spotlight. They're the ones quietly taking shape, waiting for the perfect moment to shine.